The human brain, a 3-pound organ encased within our skulls, is a marvel of biological engineering. It controls our thoughts, memories, emotions, and every action we take. Yet, it is often shrouded in mystery. One persistent myth that has permeated popular culture is the notion that we only use 10% of our brains. This idea has been repeated so often that many people accept it as fact without question. This tantalizing idea suggests that vast reserves of untapped potential lie dormant within us, waiting to be unlocked. It implies that we have hidden abilities and powers that could be harnessed if only we knew how to access them. Imagine the possibilities if we could access the remaining 90%. We could revolutionize our understanding of the world and achieve things previously thought impossible. We could become superhuman geniuses, capable of extraordinary feats of intelligence, creativity, and physical prowess. The idea is both exciting and inspiring, fueling our dreams and ambitions. This alluring concept has been the premise of countless science fiction stories, films, and self-help books, captivating our imaginations with the promise of limitless human potential. It has become a cultural touchstone, a symbol of what we might achieve if we could only unlock our full brain power. However, the truth, as revealed by scientific inquiry, is far more nuanced and remarkable. The reality of how our brains function is complex and fascinating, far beyond the simplistic notion of a 10% usage. The 10% brain myth is a misconception, a fallacy that has been debunked by decades of neuroscientific research. Studies have shown that we use virtually every part of the brain, and most of the brain is active almost all the time. We in fact utilize our entire brain, though not all at once. Different tasks and activities engage different areas, creating a dynamic and ever-changing pattern of brain activity that supports our daily lives. The precise origin of the 10% brain myth remains elusive, but historians and scientists have identified several potential contributors. This myth, which suggests that humans only use a small fraction of their brain's capacity, has intrigued and puzzled many for decades. It has been a topic of both scientific inquiry and popular culture, often leading to widespread misconceptions about the true capabilities of the human brain. One theory points to the work of early 20th century psychologist William James, who suggested that humans only use a fraction of their mental resources. James's ideas were revolutionary at the time and sparked a great deal of interest in the potential for human cognitive development. Another possibility is the misinterpretation of research conducted by neuroscientist Carl Lashley in the 1920s and 30s. Lashley's experiments involved removing portions of the cerebral cortex in rats to study the effects on their behavior and learning abilities. Lashley demonstrated that removing portions of the cerebral cortex in rats did not completely eliminate learned behaviors, leading some to conclude that large areas of the brain were functionally unimportant. This conclusion, however, was a misinterpretation of Lashley's findings, which actually highlighted the brain's ability to adapt and reorganize itself. However, subsequent research has shown that while the brain exhibits remarkable plasticity, allowing it to adapt to injury, all parts of the brain play vital roles in our daily lives. Modern neuroscience has revealed that even though certain areas can compensate for others, no part of the brain is truly redundant. The 10% myth has been perpetuated by misinterpretations of scientific findings, anecdotal evidence, and the allure of untapped potential. Despite being debunked by contemporary science, the myth persists, reminding us of the importance of critical thinking and the need to continually update our understanding based on the latest research. Modern neuroscience provides compelling evidence that debunks the 10% brain myth. Brain imaging techniques such as functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, and positron emission tomography, PET, allow scientists to visualize brain activity in real time. These scans reveal that even simple tasks like reading or talking engage multiple brain regions simultaneously. The brain is a highly interconnected organ with different areas constantly communicating and collaborating to perform even the most mundane actions. Moreover, studies of individuals with brain injuries have shown that damage to even small areas of the brain can result in significant cognitive or physical impairments, further highlighting the importance of all brain regions. The evidence is clear: we use our entire brain. The brain is not a static organ operating at a fixed percentage of its capacity. Instead, it is a dynamic and adaptable system that constantly adjusts its activity levels based on our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Different brain regions are specialized for different functions, working in concert to create a seamless and integrated experience of the world. For example, the cerebral cortex, the outermost layer of the brain, is responsible for higher-level cognitive functions such as language, memory, and reasoning. The cerebellum, located at the back of the brain, plays a crucial role in motor control, coordination, and balance. The limbic system, deep within the brain, regulates emotions, motivation, and memory formation. These interconnected regions work together seamlessly, allowing us to perceive our surroundings, process information, and interact with the world around us. Section 5. The brain at full capacity, a misinterpretation of functionality. The notion of using 100% of our brain at once is a widespread misunderstanding of how the brain functions. This myth has been perpetuated by popular culture and media, leading many to believe that we have untapped potential just waiting to be unlocked. The brain is incredibly energy demanding, consuming approximately 20% of the body's total energy expenditure, despite only making up about 2% of the body's weight. This high energy consumption is necessary for maintaining the complex processes that keep us functioning. Activating all neurons simultaneously would require an unsustainable amount of energy and could potentially lead to seizures or other severe neurological problems. This is because the brain's intricate network of neurons is designed to work in a highly coordinated and efficient manner. Instead, the brain operates on a principle of selective activation, with different networks of neurons firing in response to specific tasks or stimuli. This selective activation allows for more precise and efficient processing of information. This efficiency allows us to conserve energy while still maintaining optimal cognitive performance. By only activating the necessary neurons for a given task, the brain can perform complex functions without overloading its energy resources. Imagine a large orchestra with each musician representing a different brain region. Just as an orchestra relies on the coordination of its musicians to create beautiful music, the brain relies on the coordination of its neurons to function effectively. The conductor doesn't instruct all musicians to play at their loudest all the time. Instead, they carefully manage the dynamics, bringing in different sections at specific moments to create a harmonious and dynamic symphony. Similarly, the brain's selective activation ensures that we can perform a wide range of activities efficiently and effectively without overwhelming our neural resources. This intricate balance is what allows us to think, feel, and act in a coordinated manner. Section 6. Beyond the limits, imagining enhanced cognitive abilities. While the 10% brain myth is not true, the concept of enhancing our cognitive abilities is still a fascinating area of exploration. What if we could unlock even a small percentage of additional brain power? Could we develop photographic memories, solve complex mathematical equations effortlessly, or learn new languages with ease? While these scenarios remain speculative, advancements in neuroscience and related fields are beginning to provide glimpses into the brain's remarkable potential. For example, transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS, is a non-invasive technique that uses magnetic pulses to stimulate or inhibit brain activity. Researchers are exploring the use of TMS to enhance cognitive functions such as memory, attention, and learning. While still in its early stages, TMS holds promise for unlocking new levels of cognitive performance. Section 7. The power of neuroplasticity, unlocking our brain's potential. One of the most remarkable discoveries in neuroscience is the brain's extraordinary capacity for change and adaptation, known as neuroplasticity. Throughout our lives, our brains are constantly rewiring themselves, forming new connections between neurons in response to our experiences, learning, and environment. This means that we are not limited by a fixed set of cognitive abilities, but rather possess the innate potential to learn, grow, and evolve throughout our lives. By engaging in activities that challenge our brains, such as learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, or solving puzzles, we can stimulate neuroplasticity and enhance our cognitive abilities. Embracing lifelong learning and seeking out novel experiences can help us unlock our brain's full potential. Section 8. The future of brain research, unveiling the mysteries within. Despite the significant progress made in understanding the brain, many mysteries remain. The human brain is arguably the most complex structure in the known universe, consisting of billions of neurons interconnected in intricate networks. Unraveling the complexities of these connections and their role in consciousness, cognition and behavior is one of the greatest scientific challenges of our time. Advancements in brain imaging, genetics and computer science are providing researchers with powerful tools to explore the brain in unprecedented detail. The future of brain research holds immense promise for unlocking new treatments for neurological disorders, enhancing cognitive abilities, and gaining a deeper understanding of what makes us human. Section 9. Conclusion. Embracing the full potential of our brains. The myth that we only use 10% of our brains is just that, a myth. Neuroscience has unequivocally demonstrated that we utilize our entire brain, though not all at once. The brain is a dynamic and adaptable organ, constantly adjusting its activity levels to meet the demands of our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. While unlocking 100% of our brain power at once is not possible, we possess the incredible potential to enhance our cognitive abilities through learning, experience, and embracing the power of neuroplasticity. By nurturing our brains and seeking out new challenges, we can unlock our true cognitive potential and live richer, more fulfilling lives.